Baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the San Francisco Giants. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
Pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill, Gaylord Perry. Singy, he is one of the best to ever do it.
True legend in this game with over 300 career wins. Always a joy to watch him go to work. He's effortless out there. Doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. Doesn't know when he's high or when he's low.
Ready to go. And stepping in for Boston, Honus Wagner. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. 0-1. And that one fouled off. Swings and misses. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Hank Aaron up next for the Red Sox.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. Perry, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Next offering is downstairs. 1 out, bases empty. And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. In the dirt, and the count's full. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Man at first. Next to hit, Ted Williams.
I don't know why the comments weren't popping up here. Give me 1 second, Jared. I didn't even see you were on here. Hold up. Let me just check this because I didn't even see you were on here. Let me make sure this is popping up right. Display chat is on. Let me turn it on and off again. Cool. Well, did what I could there. Yeah, I'm doing Polo Grounds because the Polo Grounds was the Giants' home for a while when they used to play there. So I'm playing the middle game of my series that's in San Fran or at the Giants, however you want to say that. I'm playing this middle one in the Polo Grounds where they used to play when they were the New York Giants. He got a walk, so that was fine. I'll take the walk. And Ken Griffey Jr. has been pretty bad actually this year in our franchise. I'm not sure who I would take him over. Like, he's better defensively than Ted Williams or Manny Ramirez would be in the outfield, but I feel like offense is the hardest thing to come by. So I think I'm gonna stick with what I got, unless somehow I could trade PCA. Maybe I could trade PCA to Seattle if they're gonna sell near the trade deadline. Maybe I could trade him there for Ken Griffey. Griffey could be my 4th outfielder, but I kind of like what PCA brings for me off the bench. I know he's not going to hit on this game because his attributes aren't good enough. But I mean, you can't get any better than that defensively. I mean, literally his arm accuracy could be 1 point better, and that's it. That's the best defensive player in the game. And then I have the elite speed and great stealing. I mean, I bring him into. He's 18-0 and still on base attempts for me this year. And I've stolen 3rd with him a couple times too. And I use him to pinch run for Manny or for Ted Williams late in games when I want to try to steal. So obviously I get the giant defensive upgrade and the speed upgrade and the steal upgrade. So try to grab second base.
Up that time.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there.
Runner goes again. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at bat. Just off the inside edge.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Runner on the move again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Runner goes again. Line drive to short and caught. So they make short work of him there.
What a bunch of
Now's the
malarkey.
Giants' turn. No score. And we're back.
How unlucky is that?
On the hill, Randy Johnson, and he's closing in on an incredible strikeout milestone in his career.
Well, not far away from the monumental milestone of 5,000 career punches.
And if Adames doesn't cover the bag, I mean, he's going to cover because he's lefty up. But if it's the second baseman that's covering instead, maybe he doesn't get there. He ain't getting no chance to get back to first there.
Man, I'm sure I'm in there about 10 or 12 times.
Polo grounds create such a weird opportunity to shift. Like, I'll play Willie Mays super deep because I don't want anything getting by on the pull side here. Yeah, it's such a funny outfield alignment. Like, I don't want to go. I'm gonna leave Hank regular depth. Fitzgerald doesn't have a ton of power, but he's got power. He's got elite speed, so if he gets it by the outfielders, it could be an inside the Parker.
Tyler Fitzgerald leading things off and takes a strike.
Slows the game down a little bit for me playing in the Polo grounds because I do so many, like, see, like he would have caught that maybe.
It's a foul ball.
Man. But I want to protect against that inside the Parker, especially against the guy who has speed and has the ability to maybe drive the ball. Polo grounds makes it play funny, for sure.
Wow,
You gotta think of more when you're doing this.
But the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Did it auto save my shift though? I don't want that. And I guess I could auto save it, but I don't really. Jungle Lee doesn't have a ton of power. We'll play him regular straight up. I don't want shallow either.
Digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, Boog, here's a little background info on Jung-Hoo Lee. He hit for the highest batting average in KBO history, which included a ton of doubles. Plus, he took home 5 Gold Gloves. He's a player that helps the team with his bat and defensively.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball right side. Wagner gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the Giants lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat, perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. Willie McCovey in the box here lets that one go for a ball. This one in the air. Riley moving under it. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. Scoreless after one. Second inning set to go. Leading off, Manny Ramirez. Perry back to work. Ramirez, a former All-Star, batting in the cleanup spot. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over .350 in his last 10. Liner, base hit, and a good start to the inning.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
And next for the Red Sox, David Ortiz.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Ball one. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone.
I'm going to take advantage of Keibert Ruiz behind the plate, too. He's got a terrible arm, but I'm going to stay with Manny.
Fillmore's a guy that does a good...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Tattooed to Tater Toe.
Hey, let's go, Poppy.
His 14th of the year, and they grab the lead. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Willie Mays digging in now. He's one of the best players in the game. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
That one's upstairs, ball one.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
That one missed.
2 strikes.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers, and they add on.
Okay, Willie, let's go.
Back-to-back home runs, and they keep adding to their lead. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Yeah, the batter now, Austin Riley, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Fastball for a strike. Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here in the second game of the series.
That's a ball.
And they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
One down, base is empty. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Smith stands at first with 1 out. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. There goes Ozzie. Pitch is low. Throw. Save. Man at second. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Out to center. Lee makes the grab. 2 down. So stepping in for Boston, Honus Wagner went down on strikes his first time through. Foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Here comes Ozzie around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And with 2 down, the Red Sox, the early lead, and stepping in for Boston, Hank Aaron. That catches the top part of the zone, and that is strike 1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. And digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. Ramos went deep in his most recent game. And that one off the outside edge.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
And that's downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. And it's fouled away. And that's off the inside edge. Counts full, 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that.
Willie Adames stands in. Fastball for a strike. Here's the pitch to Adames. And that one ripped to left. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. And it's now 1st and 2nd to start the inning.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day. And it's job to turn that around.
1st and 2nd, no outs. And here is Matt Chapman. Just missed. First and 2nd, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. The next pitch misses. And the count now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That's ball 3. 3-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
First and second here, no outs. That's a strikeout for Chappie.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Right fielder.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Yastrzemski launched a homer in his most recent game. And first offering is fouled off. Bases loaded, one away. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2. Lifted in the air, out to left. Ramirez makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 4-1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
First pitch misses. Adames on second. Wade at first. 2 out of the inning. And that's outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Next offering upstairs. Johnson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Fastball for a strike.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. And that chance handled by Willie Mays. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We played 2 full. The Red Sox 4 and the Giants 1. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Ted Williams.
Ted Williams.
Foul ball there.
You know, these Red Sox. Showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Lee puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him. For some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
And a foul ball. And there's a ball. Hard hit, right side. And there's two away.
Out. Now batting, the first baseman, David Ortiz.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Red Sox, David Ortiz. He's already homered in this game. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Down in order go the Red Sox. But they lead it 4-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Just missed. Next offering upstairs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Ball 3.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 3-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Ortiz hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Giants, center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
So digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee. He's 0 for 1.
Always fun to watch Lee go to work at the dish, Boog. He's just a pure hitter and a good athlete. Someone referred to him as a slow drip guy because the more you watch him, the more you like him.
Fastball is outside. That catches the zone for a strike, and the count is 1-1.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Just missed. He swings and fouls one off. Pitch misses outside. Ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Cut out and missed, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. So my comments aren't showing up here either, and I definitely tried. I gotta turn the other volume down here so I can see this. Okay, so I went to broadcast. I changed my overlay. It says display chat. I have that on. Let me just move it. Display chat's on and display chat activity is on. Let me see if anything pops up now. Nope, I don't see nothing. I just typed comment. See if it would pop up. I'm literally not getting any comments on my screen right now. So that's strange. Anyway, I need to change this. Let's go straight up for right field. Let's move him to shift right. Let's move Manny over here. That doesn't make any sense. I'm literally reading all your comments now, Jared, because I don't know why they're not popping up on the screen. I don't even know if you're still there. You put your travel team that you coach with in MLB The Show. That's funny. Oh, come on.
Way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-2.
He's really seeing the ball well lately.
I don't know who you were talking about when you said catcher is worse. 87 speed, he would have been gunned down. Were we talking about Ozzie Smith? 87 speed is really good.
Right now, I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded.
Also, you're young, so you got plenty of time to grow still at 4'10 or 4'9.
Here's Elliot Ramos. And first offering is fouled off.
I guess I'm going to leave my phone on, which I didn't want to do. But I guess I'll leave that on so I can see any more comments. That's, interesting. I don't know why it's doing that.
Here in the last half of the third.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing the comments on the screen. It's really strange.
Oh, great stop. Jump throw across his body, and they get the out. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 4-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Out of the fourth, Joe stepping in for Boston.
I was sitting here thinking no one was commenting, and Jared's over here giving me comments, and I can't even. I'm not seeing any. What if I send an emoji?
In 3 innings, he's going to have some quick
pop anything up?
innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Just off the outside edge, and the count even 1-1.
I'm getting nada. I'm getting absolutely nothing on the comments on my my stream here. I don't know why. They're showing up on my phone if I go to YouTube on my phone, but can't see them on the screen, which is strange.
Close but call the ball. And now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ramos makes the grab, one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
O'Reilly.
As he stands in for the second time.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
And a foul ball.
Maybe when I do my next stream, it'll be fixed. I hope so, because I don't know what the answer is here.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
2.
Red Sox by 2.
Count.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Now batting, shortstop Ozzie
Fell
Smith.
back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
And here is Ozzie Smith. That misses, and that's ball 1. Red Sox.
That's what I say every time in my head when I see the commercial. I see your comment, Jared. I wasn't trying to ignore you, really. The comments are not coming up on my screen on my TV. However, I have my phone on right now, so I can see the actual comments on the screen, which is super annoying, because I have to be looking down towards my phone to see if there's a comment, and then looking towards the game. Ooh, that's probably a bad idea. I shouldn't have just done that. About to be dead meat.
Rudder takes off.
I knew that was a bad idea.
I always felt as a base runner, base stealer that, if you can get in that first, second, maybe third pitch, get your jump and steal second base, you had a much better chance of being successful. As it gets deeper into the
He's about a 50-50 lifetime. He's 6 for 10 lifetime in steals, including 1 steal in the game. So in real life, 5 out of 9. Yeah, that's not great, but he actually has a decent amount of speed for a third baseman, 65. But had terrible stealing. But figured I really just throw a shot at the dark here with Cuba Ruiz. Has got 48 arm strength and 54 accuracy.
at bat and those pitches rack up, you almost get a little more flat-footed, and you've got to be sharp to get that jump and to beat a good throw down to second base. Just wasn't able to do it right there.
Swing and a ball.
Hey man, I'm aggressive. What can I say?
And that'll do it.
I want to wreak havoc on the base paths.
And no one left. On now to the bottom of the fourth.
That'll probably be the only time I try to steal with him all year.
Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Willie Adames.
It honestly wasn't even that bad. I mean, he was definitely going to be out there, but he wasn't like total dead meat.
A ton of first pitch strikes usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one missing inside.
Ball, that's inside.
Next offering in there for us.
No, I don't think he's there yet. If he did, they didn't say anything. No, he's 10 strikeouts away. 4,990.
Drop 2-2.
Pretty good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat.
Nah, he's 9 strikeouts away.
Him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Chapman up to the plate now.
Why are they like making this? Oh, I don't know why that was doing that. Or why are my outfielders shifted and I don't have them shifted?
And that's in for a strike.
I think that updates. Oh no, you're right. It doesn't update. I thought that updated at the bottom in the game, but I guess that doesn't. So yeah, he's definitely closer.
Inside, almost got him. The Red Sox up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting.
So here's Wade now.
First baseman, Lamar.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
A little bit high, maybe. 1-0.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire.
No big deal.
That outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Line drive. Brings it in. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. We're headed to the 5th. The Red Sox 4 and the Giants 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Perry back to work. And that misses. Ball 1. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Fernando Cruz preparing to come on if needed. Miller warming up as well. And another ball. That one pushed to
Yeah, we'll see if I can get him there, but his pitch count's getting a little higher now too, so he might only go one more inning.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Ramos makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
So the batting order turns over. Honus Wagner now at the plate. That one at the knees for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Next pitch is outside.
What do you mean, kidding you with what?
Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
I'm not going to jeopardize getting Randy Johnson hurt to get a record I know I'm going to get. There's like half a season left. He only needs 5 strikeouts. I'm not going to super extend him into this game just to get a record when I know he'll just get it the next game. I gotta be smart here. We'll see. Maybe he'll get it, but I'm only gonna let him throw about 90 pitches.
Many times if you do, it's a foul ball, and you know a lot of pitchers.
Yeah, he's only got 90 stamina though. He doesn't have 99 stamina. So he's got like 89 stamina. So I'm gonna give him about 90 pitches.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The pitch. And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Ted Williams. 0 for 2 in this one. And it's fouled off. Hank leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Williams goes 6 feet 3 inches, a career batting average over .325. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Runner takes off, swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the Red Sox lead 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Ready ready to go for the last half of the inning.
I hope someday they'll put his grandfather on the game. I don't think I've ever seen Carl in the game.
Drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. Infielder shifted to the right. Shortstop just to the left of second. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Giants need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been
This Mike Yastrzemski. So his grandfather was Carl Yastrzemski, Red Sox legend, retired jersey number. His grandfather's never been on the game.
At the gap or out of the park, that makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one almost got him.
2 strikes. Ball 2.
And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And now the switch hitting catcher, K. Barton Ruiz. Flying to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul straight back. The Giants,
You know who I'm surprised has never been on the game as well as Sandy Koufax. Like, why is Sandy Koufax never been on the game? That kind of legend never on the game? Like, I don't understand that.
Of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground to the left. Riley fires to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Gotta do all these funky outfield shifts when I'm playing in the Polo Grounds.
To the right side, and foul ball. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2. Out towards right center field. Hank sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. So they go quietly there. 5 innings complete. The Red Sox 4 and the Giants 2. Eric Miller gets the ball now.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Manny Ramirez.
So Randy's 4 strikeouts away. Probably not going to get it in this game.
Just missed. Top of the zone for a called strike. Popped up. Chapman. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting.
And stepping in for Boston, David Ortiz. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Ramos hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
Willie Mays.
2 down, bases empty. Stepping in, Willie Mays. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And that skips in the dirt. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Mays retired at first. That's out number 3. Offense held in check there. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Red Sox 4 and the Giants 2. Well, we go bottom 6. And now Jung-Hoo Lee.
Center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Fastball for a strike. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder, but he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one that made him switch hit. Mentioned Lee's dad, Jung Bum Lee. He was a legend over in both the KBO and in Japan. These two are the only father-son combo to have played in the World Baseball Classic. That's kind of cool. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. What a stop. And that's a great play for the out.
Let's go, Hannes.
Stop right there. He gets the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
Willie McCovey.
Next will be the Giants DH, Willie McCovey.
I don't know why they're messing with my alignment here.
Towards first, and he handles it himself for the out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Elliot Ramos. First pitch just misses. Just missed. And that drops in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
That's off the mark. Now 3-1.
This is the playoffs. I probably take out Randy and not let him face Ramos here.
Right through there for a strike.
Because Ramos is elite against the lefties. Look at that. 99 contact, 99 power. That's elite. But
The Red Sox
regular
leading
season,
by 2 here in the bottom of
try
the
to get
6th.
through the rest of this inning with Randy.
Got it.
There we
And
go.
he's up to 7 strikeouts. Nothing doing there for San
go,
Francisco.
Randy.
Still down by a count of 4-2.
Now pitching for
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill,
Number
Jordan
12.
Hicks.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Fouled off. He was late. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 with the count.
He goes down looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz up and throwing. Rodriguez also throwing. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Up the middle, Fitzgerald slings to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jason Varitek.
I'm not going to use it yet. He might have to hit again on the 9th. I'd rather put Gary Sheffield in on the 9th.
For ball 1.
I have to pinch hit for him. I'd rather not have Freddie Fermin batting in the 9th if I had to.
Two down, nobody on. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Out to short, Adames. Handles, throws to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Red Sox 4 and the Giants 2.
Now pitching for
We're
Boston.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Holton.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
And digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames. 1 for 2.
Willie Adames.
Why do they keep doing this?
And there's a foul ball. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that chance handled. Throws to first in time. And they get Adames for the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. I had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Chapman up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Hit on the ground to short. Smith zips it to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And now the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. Strike one. The Red Sox holding on to a 2-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. To third, Riley. Whips it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Giants go down quietly. They trail it here, 4-2. And we're back.
Leading
Now
off for the
here
Red
is
Sox,
Honus
second
Wagner.
baseman, Honus Wagner.
Is it Honus or Hannes? I always thought it was Hannes.
It's good speed at the top.
I guess
of the
maybe
order
that might
here.
be
You
an
wanna
A.
get it on, see if you can get a stolen
I always thought it was
base,
pronounced
maybe get
Hannes
down the
Wagner,
bases
not Honus
and
Wagner.
pick up a run.
And the 1-0. That one ripped. And it
Oh,
looks
they
like
might be able to
trouble.
pronounce it
And
home
that's
run
gonna
Wagner
roll
or that. That's what I've been trying to prevent all day with my
Around second now
defensive
as they
shifts.
still don't have it.
That gap is deadly
Wagner
against anyone who's
flying
got some
around
speed.
third. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the Parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
Hank Aaron up next for the Red Sox. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering upstairs.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
And that one is lifted in the air. Yastrzemski makes the grab, one away. Ted Williams
Now
up
batting,
next for the
the
Red Sox.
designated hitter,
0 for 3
Ted
with 2
Williams.
flyouts and a strikeout. That one ripped left field.
Eddie.
That's back.
Yeah.
It's a bomb. He circles the bases. His 17th of the year. It's 6-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jordan.
Now pitching for
New
the
arm for the
Giants.
Giants, Fernando Cruz.
Their bullpens, I was tired after yesterday's extra inning games I had with them. They should have just left Hicks in there to eat innings. Like, that's a bad idea here.
Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. 1 for 3.
But I guess the computer's thinking about trying to stay in the game here, the 4-run game. Not out of hand
Swing and a
completely.
foul out of play. Cruz measures 6 feet 2 inches, 235 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2007. Ripped on the ground to second. Nice throw from short right to get him. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Yeah, the batter
first
now,
baseman,
David Ortiz. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Tied him up inside with that one. And ball 1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
That's outside. 2-2. Hacks swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Twice in the inning, both solo shots. And welcome back to the ballpark. Mike Yastrzemski up here. Both the infield and the out. Field shifted over to the right. So coming into the game now on defense, Pete Crow Armstrong. He'll be out in left field.
Alright, I think I'm going to play Willie at first this inning, and then hopefully get him back in the outfield.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
See what happens.
Tap foul at the plate. Next pitch is outside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a chopper out to short. Smith over to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
High fly ball, right field. Aaron gets under it, drops into the glove, and there's two down. Two down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball one, no
Two
strike.
down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One ball, one strike.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
One ball, two strike.
Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Giants down in order. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Camilo Doval.
Now pitching
Well,
for the
he's been a
Giants.
bit of a wild card out there in
Number
terms of throwing
75.
strikes. He's definitely struggled with
Camilo
free passes this year.
Doval.
So stepping. In for Boston, Willie Mays. That one's in there. That's strike one.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
You tie a guy up like that.
That was one of those
you're feeling
self-defense
like you are in
swings.
command.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. See you later. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 7-2. That's their fifth homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here is Austin Riley. First pitch misses. Just missed. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That's off the inside corner. 3 balls and a strike.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one in triple digits.
We got a full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. On the pinch run, Nico Horner.
Number 2, Nico Horner.
Smith, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Horner aboard here at first with nobody out. Outside low, and that's ball 2. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Randy Rodriguez takes over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Gary Sheffield.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
That's in there. That's strike one. No outs, runners at first and second. There's one, and that's all they'll get. So up next, Honus Wagner.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
That's a little bit low. Runners at first and second with one gone. That's towards center. Lee makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Up next for the Red Sox,
Hank Aaron up next for the Red Sox. Just missed. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second.
Whoa, that's just out.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck, and that should be extra bases. One run across, coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Runner at third, 2 gone. Next is the designated hitter, Ted Williams. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Now batting,
Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox. On the ground. Zips it across, and that is that. 4 runs in the
now pitching for
back
Boston.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Darren O'Day.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so it should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Number 78, Freddie Fermin.
Lee in the box now. No balls and a strike. O'Day, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
outside.
Nope, outside.
Now 1-2. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail. Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And first offering is fouled off. The Red Sox up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swings through it for the K. Now only 1 out remaining. And up next for the Giants, Elliot Ramos.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. O'Day is just 1 strike away. That one misses. Ball 2. Upstairs. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. And that'll do it.
Well, at this point of the year, first day of the summer, teams are really starting to figure out who they are. No more excuses about cold weather or any inclement conditions. Now I think we'll start to see what this team is really made of as we move forward.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Somebody love it, hate it, no matter the situation. What? Everybody.
That was a weird. Usually the screen looks different when you get out of the game, too. All right, well, we're 2 games behind. Let's see if we can cut that to 1.5 if we can win this next game. Restart the stream. Maybe I can get the comments to work.